After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
You know, so, like, right now...
Jack, I've got...
Like, right now, like, AI is like a tool. You know, which could be used for good things depending on what it's for and how you use it. But at the same time, like, there are, you know, opportunities to, you know, misuse it. You know, like, some companies think it's a tool that can help save money. You know, whether replacing voices with AI. Or heck, even personnel with AI. You know, but honestly, you know what I would rather see AI be used for in gaming? Like, I'd rather see it used, like, in the QA process. You know, like, during the final stages of the game development. Like, have it act like as a check. You know, have it check for things that maybe people will miss. Because, like, the excuse about, like, games having, you know, day one patches is because they just don't have time to catch all the stuff during the development wrap-up. And if you want to use it to some kind of quality of life benefit, I figured why not use it during the one part where it probably gets, you know, probably the most useful is, you know, act as, you know, make it use it as a check. You know, have it check for certain things. What if it's, you know, textures not lining up? You know, like loose boundaries. I mean, like something that can get missed. You know, like if it experienced like an abrupt crash. You know, it may not catch everything 100%. You know, but it could possibly make like the day one patch maybe not as such a chore. But then the problem is like, well, how do you get the AI to check for those things? Because it's going to have something, you know, to work off of as a, you know, as a basis for training it. Well, yeah, like, that was my initial thought on the whole matter was, like, somehow just, like, keeping AI out, like, completely. But I feel like we're well past that point now.
What's wrong?
HQ respond.
You know, and it's unfortunate because, like, we're already seeing,
He's a member of the...
you know, some of the repercussions where, you know, people's voices get replaced, people's artwork, you know, gets, you know, done by AI, and in some cases, some people's artwork gets ripped off by AI. You know, and I really feel bad for those that, like, you know, do artwork, like, on a commission basis because, like, that's their livelihood. And then just to have AI do it in a few seconds. It's not like the days when artists would hand-make backdrops like Abe's Outworld and... or original Resident Evil. I don't mind AI if it makes set pieces. Oh, you're right, because, you know, it's not like the days of, like, the early, like, Disney animations where, you know, like you said, they had, like, all these stenciled out,
So how does it feel?
you know, like, art pieces done by hand, which a lot of it was reused, in other films. Right, like, I remember someone showing, like, a side-by-side of, like, different, like, early Disney movies where it showed, like, some of the, like, same kind of motions. even still, like, the fact that they had to do that stuff by hand. You know, because back in that time, like, there was no other way to do it.
Anybody there? Is it the enemy?
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
It's a little gold, but I'll take it.
What's wrong? What? Where did he go?
All right, one step closer to getting a run. All right, now we gotta run. For now, until we reach the lab, and then we'll know if we gotta run again. The real threat when AI becomes indistinguishable and a human masterpiece gets dismissed as AI just because it's too perfect. Well, the other troublesome thing is like, you know, what if you can't tell the difference because it's that close? I mean, some people with a really, you know, familiar, you know, sense of artwork could probably tell the difference, but maybe to like the average person, you showed them two same pieces of artwork, one done by a human and one done by AI, and it may get to a point where you can't tell the difference. You know, and honestly, that's what worries me. Wow, nice shot. I feel kind of bad for Mitchell Hammond being accused of AI. I feel like I've seen that name before. Is that the person that did like the Metal Gear MSX like animations? Oh, and they were accusing that his animations were you know, were AI based. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they had really good stuff.
Sarkozy?
Like, it being AI didn't even cross
As in
my
from
mind.
Sarkozia?
Wow, let's go.
Pretty tasty.
Man, I think the end's wheelchair needs some WD-40 on it. Things are squeaking so loud I heard it underwater.
Come in, HQ. Control here.
We found
Found
signs of enemy infiltration. Commence alert formation.
Oh, when I fired at the wall after that's why he was there. It's not to say, like, where the hell's the other guy? How solid are we? I don't know. I still think he's trying to get out of the croc phase.
Who was that?
Would there ever be a ghost category for 3, 4, or Delta? Actually, I thought Jag tried to do a ghost run of not this, but the original 3.
Freeze. Hey, this works.
Tank doesn't need a rocket. It needs something else. Legs. Think you want to go speedrun Delta next? I mean, given how similar it is to 3, I imagine you could probably do it. Escaping the present took a while in ghost mode? Oh, I bet.
Freeze.
What was that?
Had a cheeseburger for dinner? Yeah, we ended up doing homemade chicken nuggets. You know, my dad's got it down to a science. Wow, how lucky.
Sarkosian?
Wow, that
As
is
in
really
from
damn lucky.
Sarkosia?
Man, honestly, it doesn't get any better than that.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position. Begin the alert status.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
I mean, even during just a normal run, I don't get that kind of a fear fight that often, like where he lands and goes down the very tree that I'm, you know, positioned at, where the ammo is. I need ammo.
I'm in HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here.
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
Sweet dreams.
And I got some good damage on him.
Pretty tasty.
Hey, thank you, Kika.
I can't see.
Freeze. How did you? This show must go on.
Sarkosian?
Dude, man, we're
As
on a
in from
roll.
Sarkosia?
Not so great.
Hey, how you doing at UNC?
With darkness and silence through the night, what a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. what a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Am I ready for baseball season? I know it's funny, like I don't really get as interested in baseball until like near the end of the season. You know, because then you can kind of find out, you know, which teams are playoff contenders or not.
I think I saw some. Guess I'm seeing things. Guess I'm seeing things.
Who knew a croc could climb a ladder? Yeah, man, who knew?
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position. Begin the alert status.
Acknowledge. Keep your eyes open.
I want some more.
Am I going to see Project Hail Mary? I'm not sure. Not really as keen as, you know, keen on going to the movie theater these days. Hey, thank you, K9. Oh, believe me, I'm gonna need it. Fury has a bad habit of ruining a good run.
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
There he goes.
Sarkosian?
All right.
As in from Sarkosia?
We definitely take those. Haven't been to a movie theater for a long time. Well, I mean, yeah, during the pandemic, it definitely killed, that part of it for me. But even then, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, unless if you're going with people, for like some kind of an occasion. It's kind of hard to justify going to the movie theater these days. I mean, like, I guess, like, when you're a kid, like, it was always something fun to look forward to. But nowadays, where you got, streaming content on just about everything, I mean, it's hard to, justify the expense of, going to the movies when you could just, stream it at home. Maybe not on opening day, but like maybe sometime thereafter, and then...
What? What's going on?
Think the movie can be streamed within the first week? Yeah, so it's almost like people would rather pay for... the streaming service, than, the one-time use of, going to the movie theater. Because, like, if you could stream it, then not only is it for that movie, but you can, stream other stuff, too, like, whenever you want. Yeah, here comes Saluting Major Croc. Clive Drakeslayer, thank you for the raid. God, I'll never get tired of that. I don't know why the Croc cap, like, goes through at that moment, but I just love that it does.
All I
Tell me,
Stop it!
who have you been talking to?
You're excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day?
You'd better start talking.
Please, stop this!
Who is Khrushchev's lapdog?
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do it
You!
like that. You monster.
I guess he's dead.
Oh yeah, you know what I heard about earlier today too was that, like, going forward with the Oscars,
I hope you'll prove more.
is that they're gonna be on YouTube from now on.
But first, let's take a look at your body, shall we? What a beautiful body you have, like a newborn baby.
Oh, hold up.
But not for long.
Oh, it won't even let me permit
Well
it.
then, let's get started. What is your target? Is it the Shagohod? Or Sokolov? Or maybe it's the Legacy? Answer me! Who is helping you?
Yeah, so, like, the Oscars are gonna be on YouTube going forward. Like, they're not gonna televise it anymore.
You're a tough one, but even you must have your limits. And I am a patient man.
I guess they don't have to pay for ad revenue if it's on YouTube, like ABC or NBC. Well, I mean, the understanding was that I thought it would be was that it was like the ratings tanked. You know, like the last go around. You know, that like the ratings were so bad that they, you know, they're just gonna, you know, put it on YouTube going forward.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, jeez. Did you throw up?
This whole scene still gives me the creeps 20 years later. Yeah, I never looked at Vulcan the same after that. Not that I ever liked him in the first place.
What's wrong?
Love seeing the faces of new players after seeing Vulcan's special handshake. Yeah, they're probably like, whoa, 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 wait a minute there, personal space. Well, I mean, I guess clearly they, you know, they either never played the original MGS3 or even MGS2 because, you know, President Johnson also had a secret handshake. Which, Raiden, did not recognize as a secret handshake.
Sarkozian? As in from Sarkozia?
I mean, here you got President Johnson saying, I'm ready to face the consequences of my betrayal. And then he figures, well, if I'm gonna go out, might as well go out, you know, go out grabbing. You know, and then he realizes, like, what? Man, very, very confusing individual. Well, it was that and the fact that Snake kind of brushed it off. You know, I think that was really the giveaway that it wasn't Major Rykov. You know, because, like, obviously the first thing was the fact that he was even there. You know, like, why would Major Rykov even be, you know, interrogating Sokolov? And then the second was, like, why he denied his, you know, secret handshake. Then it became clear to him that it was an imposter. And it's funny because, like, he had the gun held to his head. So, like, Volgin had the chance to, like, end everything right then and there. But then he turns it on Sokolov. You know, because at this point, you know, like, he doesn't need Sokolov anymore. Like, Shagohod's done. But he was trying to see, like, if whoever he thought he was, like, if they would react to him, you know, shooting Volgin, like, if he would try to stop it. And little did Volgin know that it was actually Snake who just easily threw him down to the ground with CQC. Followed by the boss coming in, kicking everyone's ass, including Volgin's. You know, where she's like, stay out of this, and she just, like, shoulder checks him to the ground. I mean, here you got the you know, like, picture this. Like, you got Sokolov on the ground bleeding, you got Snake knocked out, Volgin on the ground, and then, you know, the boss is the only one standing. You know, and I say to myself, damn, that is one tough lady. You know, and, like, even better was, like, when he questions her intentions, and she, like, starts to approach him, like, oh, you don't trust me, is that it? And he, like, starts to back off, like, he's scared of her. Like, he may not admit it, but, like, yeah, he was scared of her. Like, here you got a guy that's a walking human battery, generate 10 million volts, and yet he's afraid of the boss. It's like none of that didn't, you know, none of that mattered in that moment.
During the last great...
You saw how many times she knocked Snakes down and Snake was able to take him down? This RNG, man. Some dude I know randomly said he knows CQC to someone who had zero idea what he's talking about. Likely he knows it. Well, I mean, CQC stands for Close Quarters Combat. It's a special type of, it's a special type of martial art that the boss and Snake developed. You know, like, it uses close quarters, you know, kind of fighting along with being able to use a weapon and a knife together. You know, so it's not really, like, any particular style. You know, like karate, jiu-jitsu, you know, taekwondo. Like, it's something like, you know, it's like it's improvised. guess the way I look at it is like CQC works more on technique than just brute strength. You know, which is why he's able to beat Volgan so easily, is that, you know, he has, you know, brute strength on his side, but he's also slow. You know, he's very big, which doesn't make him very agile at all. So, like, yeah, when he punches, he hurts really hard, but he's also very slow. You know, he's easy to read his moves. Hey, thank you, Speedy.
Good one. Keep it up.
Uh-oh. Well, we're not done yet. Yeah, still gotta get through the bikes. Because I took a chunk of damage at the end of that. Oh, hello. I didn't even see you there.
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
I'm wasting my burn in hell.
Did 4 C3 charges. 3 more bombs. 2 more left. Only 1 more left. Keep your aim steady.
Big one!
Keep your aim
Take us
steady.
behind those rocks.
Moving behind the rocks.
Sarkozia?
We'll buff out those
As in
scratches.
from Sarkozia?
You're wearing him down.
I can't move! Damn it!
It's working.
Damn! Didn't feel a thing! It can't be!
There. Do it again.
The treads.
It's working.
Damn! Why is this happening?
Keep it up.
Damn it!
It's working.
I can't move! Fire!
Here comes
It can't be!
that.
Open fire! Why is this happening?
Wow, nice shot.
What have you done? Burning him! Damn it! Damn! Fire! Why is this happening?
Well,
Here.
it's time save for next time. Because that phase 1 was definitely far from ideal.
What have you done?
Imagine getting the loop and Eva still drives off. Oh, she can't help herself.
Take him out.
Yeah, it's still in the green. Ooh, that was neat.
It's an ambush.
It actually has a Dark Souls shirt. Yeah, it says Super Sun Brothers, and it has yeah, it's got a Solaire doing a praise the sun pose. Whoa! I was listening to you guys talk about DLSS 5 before, and I've been watching YouTube videos about people being mad about it, and I 100% get being mad just because it's AI, but that on RI9 picture everyone keeps saying is bad but doesn't look bad to me. I don't know, it looks good, I think. I think people are more upset about that it's AI kind of, overriding. Like it's AI making like the adjustments instead of just letting it be like as how the developers, modeled it. because like you say, it does like a reconstruction. You know, I think that's what people are more upset about. A better look at it. Yeah, I think I got this at got this like Anime Central, like, man, I don't know how many years ago it's been now. Like I said, it's not about whether DLSS 5 makes it look better or worse, but it's the you know, the AI technology behind it, and just, you know, redoing like what was already done. You know, because like you already had like artists make the. You know, you already had artists make, like, all the concept art, the modeling, like, everything. And then here comes, you know, this filter option, which you let AI kind of, you know, apply its touch. And I think that's what people are objecting to.
Let me have some more.
You know, so, like, I think, you know, it's saying, yeah, keep AI out of, you know, like, the artwork in my game. You know, or in this case, it's, you know, keep AI from just, you know, remodeling the game for me. Also, what does it mean? Does everything have a different face for games? What happens when AMD, PSSR, and Intel do it for their upscalers? Oh, that's a good point, because, you know, like, NVIDIA's kind of, like, opened the floodgate, you know, for other ones to follow. And it's like, at that point, like, what else can you really do? I mean, I guess one question I have is this a setting that you could just turn on or off?
Is somebody there?
You know, because that could make a big deal for some people, where if it's a thing that you could toggle on or off, then for me, it's like, all right, turn it off. Out of sight, out of mind. But if it's the other way around, where it's something that you can't control, and it does this, you know, then I think there'd be more reasons to feel annoyed about it, if not, you know, outright, you know, upset. Crap.
Do you know what you're doing?
No, Eva, I don't. I imagine it's baked into DLSS5, so I reckon you could do use upscaling, use DLSS4.
I'm so hungry. Are you stupid or something?
You know, Eva, that's
It
not
was
the way
November.
that you show
Then,
appreciation for
early
someone
in the-
trying to help you get to the damn lake.
I come. What's this for? You out of your What's this? Excellent, Jill. My eyes. You've gotten stronger. You're better than I am.
Hey. Actually, a little late on that. I was worried.
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
Operation Snake Eater complete. Though with how much backlash it's received, it's possible it can be an optional setting. How much is tech gonna be exclusive to chip for no reason at all? Well, I mean, graphics cards are already expensive as it is, and yeah, I imagine this isn't gonna help things either. You don't believe a Croc took out the boss? That's bullshit.
It's our only hope.
Oh, read him and weep. The man who started as a snake ended his journey as a crocodile.
Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake. You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now.
Yeah, this was on the verge of being sub 106, but I screwed it up on Shagohod. And, the forest section, you know, where I kept missing those guards on the second half.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Sarkosian? As in from Sarkosia?
Oh, whoops. And you get into the habit of trying to skip everything, but you forget that the codex can't be skipped like that.
Great.
Oh, I think that should more than make up for the croc run I didn't get on Friday, chat. Yeah, if I didn't screw up Shagohan and the forest section before the boss, this would have been sub 106. So there's still an opportunity to get this time down even further, but this is definitely a big step towards that. You know, and it actually beats what was subtly like my best time, because the 106.54 was not really my best time. It was a pigeon run that was 106.45, but I didn't like the fact that it was pigeon, so I did it over, and the 654 run was with FoxHound, so I chose to upload that run instead. And so now this beats both of those. So I'm actually, you know, pretty happy about that in its own way. And then just getting under 106, I think will be a, you know, a good benchmark to, you know, to celebrate. Snake, well done. But why are you still dressed like a crocodile? I fully embraced it, Major. That and I can't get out of this damn thing.